So that was my review of the Knox Leonard jacket. It's just, I didn't find a lot of YouTube videos out there, so I thought I'd make one so you guys can see what it looks like. I'm denied quite a lot about buying the Knox gear, the layered system. I decided on the Leonard because I wanted something a bit wax looking. My review is a bit 50-50. So at the moment I'm wearing the Leonard jacket. I had an empty helmet just for you to see that I've taken off. I'm wearing the Knox Richmond Jeans, and underneath I have obviously the Knox layered armour. Then I'm also wearing a jumper and a t-shirt. Now I've just come out for a ride, so hence the helmet here. Here in the UK, the temperature at the moment outside was about 5 degrees. It was a wet day, so it's not cold. I went out last weekend when the temperature was 2 degrees, basically this gear here, the layering system works, but you do need a thermal layer in the middle, which is something I'm lacking. I have just the armour, t-shirt, armour, jumper. So really a thermal layer when you're starting to get to the 2 degrees. So the jacket itself, I haven't extended it. So this is the whole part of the Knox layering system, is that you can extend it. I'm a 42-inch chest and it fitted true to size. It is a comfortable jacket off the bike. It has these padded bits here, which are really nice in the winter. They do keep you warm. However, if you have long bouffant like me, it makes your hair stick up. I think the bike, it looks better with the collar up, but just to show you with the collar down, it's a respectable looking jacket. I mean, on the bike it looks quite good, I think. Off the bike it looks quite casual. I was hoping people wouldn't think it's a motorbike jacket. However, the feedback I've had is that a motorbike jacket? But what can I say about it? It feels like a normal jacket. It's thin, it's light, it's very easy. When you don't have the armour on, take it off. When you are having all your armour on, it feels not very restrictive. However, in winter, I think I would rather go for a normal traditional motorbike jacket with the armour built in. Now the reasoning for that is the jacket is good. Yes, when you get to the destination you can, as I'm going to do now, take the jacket off. Normal light jacket, nothing heavy about this at all. And then you have your armour. Now this is great, the armour is brilliant. It's exactly where you want it. You feel very protective with it. So I take this off. This is the whole point of the Knox layering system. I throw that, I'm in the office then, I throw that over the back of a chair. Now this is heavy because it's the armour. So that side of things is heavy. This is light like a normal jacket. Throw this back on and normal day work. So it's good from that respect. However, when the temperatures are cold, so we're talking 2 degrees and under, you have to layer up so much that the ease of what I've just done there becomes a faff, you know, because now it's cold outside, I'm having to take my jacket off. I've still got a jumper here, so the jumper's having to come off before I've got my under t-shirt, if I'm wearing a base layer underneath that. It's just, you're getting to your destination, you're having to take all these layers off just to be able to come back and say, oh look, I've got a jacket that feels like a normal jacket. Whereas I can just have a spare jacket at work, or I can have, you know, my other motorbike jacket, you know, still looks quite good. I've got the Revit Gibson, you know, and it just looks like a motorbike jacket. So I like it, I want to like it more. I think it's more an autumn, you know, late summer, autumn, this then comes in, because what I can do is then I'll be talking about wearing a t-shirt. With the t-shirt, you then have your Under Armour, then you'd have a jacket. Although one thing to bear in mind is Knox do the Zephyr jacket. Now the Zephyr is basically this base armour, but with abrasion. Because if you don't know, the Knox layering system is, this jacket I'm putting on now has armour, which is why I'm going to look very muscly when I tie it all up. So all the armour is in here. impact, and it's Knox armour, so it's the best armour you can get. Well, one of the best armours you can get. So all the armour's there for the impact, but there's no abrasion, hence the jacket. So on the slide, this is useless. My skin's going to peel off me. The Zephyr Jacket is basically this, however, it's got the abrasion. So that is a brilliant summer jacket. I haven't got one myself yet, but I've tried it on, really liked it, and I will be getting one for summer when the weather warms up over here. What I think will really work well better for winter is to have the Zephyr Jacket underneath a normal Knox jacket. Now what that will then do is give you a little bit more wind abrasion, and that will then also not have the need for maybe 4 base layers, you know, a base layer, a mid layer and the top layer. Maybe you can get around that and stop this whole faffing business. What I'm also wearing are the Knox Richmond Jeans. And again, a mixed review really. They're very comfortable jeans, really like them. They fit true to size like normal jeans, so I'll turn around here, you can hopefully see them. They're just a black pair of jeans, so nothing exciting, they look like normal jeans. However, without a belt, my jeans ride down a little bit, which means the armour, you can actually move it down the leg, but in my case it's actually a little bit too low, I need it further up. So what I have to do is pull my jeans with a belt up to my belly button, which is really where I wear a normal pair of motorbike trousers. When I do that, the armour fits nicely in place when I'm on the bike, it rides up a little bit. The legs are a little bit longer than normal, so I've got them rolled over, but that you'd expect because obviously when you're on the bike, your knee's bent, so you need a little bit more extra length. When you get to your destination, you pull a zip up here and you pull out your armour, and it's the Knox armour in here. And when they're out, these feel like a very comfortable pair of jeans. Now they're a little bit warmer than a normal pair of jeans because they've got the Kevlar lining. But I quite like that. I normally need a little bit more heat. So I really like the fact you know, that they're thick. And when you put that back in, you pull the zip down. Knox say that the zip, it does stick out a little bit, but they say it won't damage your tank, and I can't see that on my bike at all. So the jeans, they're good, I like them. I think they're probably a little bit too big for me maybe. I mean, my dimensions, 42 chest, 36 waist, well 34 to 36. So sometimes you get a pair, these are actually a pair of 34s, so 34 jeans are normally what I have. They normally start off tight and then by the end of the week they're loose. Then the leg is a 32 leg. So they fit like a normal pair of diesels, but the only thing to bear in mind is they are a little bit loose, a little bit baggy if I stand there. And with the armour in, they're starting to pull the jean down, so you need a belt. So they're starting to ride low, which is normally what happens with my jeans. However, when that happens and you jump on the bike, my knee armour now is below my knee, which is not where I want it to be. So Knox, you know, if you can actually raise the armour, that would be good as well as lowering it. I'm gonna try a pair, I think it's called their Spencer jeans, which are more of a skinny fit. So I'm gonna try them. I don't usually go for skinny jeans, but because these are a little bit wider, so my leg's about here, you know, I think they might fit a little bit better. But they're very comfortable. So you've got your knee armour and your hip armour. Comes supplied with that. They've got some nice little details on. There's nothing really to say that these are a motorbike pair of jeans, so they fit the bill for that point. But like I say, the whole point of Knox is that when you get to your destination, you don't have to change. The gear that you're in is what you can carry on the rest of the day in. And you can, when the temperature's a little bit warmer. When you're entering into winter and you're having to put on the base layers, the mid layers, all of this on, off with your clothing when you get there, it's then not fit in both worlds quite yet. It's almost there, but for me, going out on a day like today, it was a damp day, it was cold, it's just far easier to put textile trousers on because these Knox jeans, that's it, once temperature is below, I'd say probably about 6 degrees, the cold's getting through them, unless you've got obviously a base layer on underneath. But then when you've got a base layer, you're going to have to take your jeans off, take the base layer off, which defeats the whole object of being able to just remove your armour. These are more of a summer pair of jeans, spring, summer, late summer. And then with the jacket, it is nice, but like I say, it'll be more of an autumn affair. In summer, autumn, because of these cuffs, and I actually have my gloves here to show this, they're really very thick. So when I put a Gauntlet glove on, and these are my winter Gauntlet gloves, they just about go over. Very difficult there, and then zip them up. So it's a bit of a pain, really. You know, in summer, what you'd do is take the little fabric brick out and have the glove go underneath, and then you'll be able to tighten up from there, so that would fit better. But wearing your glove over, you need to make sure that you've got a full Gauntlet to get it over, because that is, and I don't know if you can see it there, quite a big cuff. You can remove this bit here, the fabric bit, but if you do, then this is giving you a real nice bit of warmth. So in winter, you really don't want to be removing it, but that is what's causing you a bit of issue to maybe put the Gauntlet underneath. Another thing to bear in mind is I thought with the dual fit system, you can expand, you see, by this much on either side, which is how you're going to be able to get all your layers. But of course, you can't actually open this at all. So you have to slide your gloves underneath, which will be fine for a summer glove, but a full Gauntlet glove like the ones I've got, it just doesn't fit. So that's something to bear in mind when you are getting gloves. But the jacket itself, the pockets are a little bit, the side pockets here are great. Zipping them up is fine. These pockets here on the side are just a little bit too far over. I'm really having to stretch to get into them, and they're not very big, so they're a bit kind of pointless. Inside, you got usual pocket here, and nothing on this side. No thermal liner, because that's all going to be with your base layers. But zipped up, buttoned up, it looks nice on the bike. But I would say your Merlins and Belstaffs, you know, all of the ones with the armours built in with the wax jacket, that with you know, a couple of layers underneath is kind of the same as what you're getting here. I really do like the base armour, so I think the idea is if you're going to go with using Knox gear in winter, get the Zephyr. Because then you've got two definitely all year round with it. The Zephyr would be fantastic in summer, and then it doubles up for the winter to go underneath these layers here. So I hope this has been a good review for people who's looking. I certainly would buy this again. You know, it is a great combination. I like what Knox are doing as a brand. I think they're brilliant. Just in winter, it's not my go-to outfit. But on a colder, warmer day, it certainly is. So hope that's useful to you guys, and thanks.